So I placed my order for the Tesla Model Y almost a year ago. It was back in October of 2021. And almost a year later, I'm told that it's arriving today. I'm both excited and terrified. Excited because, I mean, it's an amazing car, amazing tech. I've been waiting for it for so long. It's gonna save me a lot of money on gas. You could charge from your home, never go to a gas station again. And of course, all the bells and whistles that come with it. But I'm also terrified for many reasons. One, I watched a lot of videos about the panel gaps and how some people couldn't get the dealer to actually accept the repairs, and they would be like, yeah, that's up to standard, or that's manufacturer's fault and we can't adjust it for you. So I'm hoping I don't run into anything like that. And I'm hoping that time of panel gap issues and interior issues is past, back when they were first making the cars, and that now they would have perfected it a bit. I'm also scared because apparently there's a lot of people that don't like Teslas. I don't know why. I've seen a lot of people that hate Teslas, especially people who are riding trucks. I don't know why. I test drove my friend's car, Tesla Model Y, one time. And that one time, there was a guy who brake checked me so hard. I had to hit the brakes so hard so I don't smash into the back of his car and destroy my friend's Tesla. So I don't know how often that happens. Maybe not that often, but the one time I drove a Tesla, that happened. And I'm also a little worried about some of those videos that I saw online where you'd see thieves walk up to the car, break the back window to check for anything behind the back seat. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen to my car. And I don't know how often that happens either, but I've seen enough videos to make me a little worried. But all issues and worries aside, I'm pretty excited. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my first-hand experience, and I've never done this before, so you'll get to see my reactions for the first time. I don't know how the process is gonna go. I don't know if somebody is there to meet you or if it's just all kind of anonymous. You just walk up to your car, set it up with your phone and leave. Yeah, I don't know much, and I did my best to not watch a lot of videos. I know it's not smart. Maybe I should have watched a couple of videos to know what to expect. So let's skip a couple of hours ahead, and without further ado, my trusty Honda boy, I'll never forget you. You saw some things, it's seen some things, you know, saw some things. I think that's it right there. Look at that beauty. Alright, everything is set up. I have my phone paired up. All I did so far, they got me to sign the papers to accept the car, and my friend explained to me how to drive the car. I set up my chair and everything, and then now let's give it a test drive. I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro. I have it mounted up here so you can see everything, and yeah, let's go. Okay. Shit, it sees the cones way over there. Wow, okay. When I let go off the gas, it starts slowing down, so I need to get used to that. It's a bit jerkish. I'm on like 30. I want to try and hit it. Oh my god. I barely did anything. It's just in a second I went up to almost 60. I want to try it out on the highway. It's so quiet. All I hear is the road. I love how, like, in traffic, every time I'm stopping, it's charging the battery with the regenerative braking. That's awesome. Feels like the battery would just, like, take a long time to actually run out while you're driving in traffic. Unlike a gas car where just, even if you're not moving, it's using gas just to keep the engine on. Alright, so I'm headed towards the highway right now, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going on 70 right now. I was trying to hit it, and look at this. Oh my god, that's at 70, what? It picks up so fast, it's insane. It's mind-boggling how fast this car is, even like from 60. So if I go all the way down to 60 right here, and then I hit it, oh my god. I'm in love. I'm gonna be honest, I'm in love. I'm already in love. I had to, I'm sorry, I had to. Alright, I think this is a good road to try the 0 to 60 on. Go all the way down to 0 and go. Oh my god! Holy crap! It feels like my heart and soul want to jump out of the window. Here's the thing, for the past like 5 years I've been driving a Honda CR-V, and for the Honda CR-V to go from 0 to 60 it takes so long, especially my car. My car is not in the best of condition. To get from 0 to 60, it's definitely above like 10 seconds or maybe 15 seconds. Because the thing is, I'd say it goes from 0 to 30 like decently fast, but then from 30 and above it takes a while to actually speed up. And when I do hit 60, then it takes a long time to get up to like 90, for example. But this car from 0 to 60 is like 4 seconds or 4.8 seconds, something like that. And then from 60 and above, it's still freaking fast. If you ask me to explain how does it feel to launch 0 to 60 in this car, I would say exactly, have you ever been in a roller coaster before? It feels like that. When a roller coaster starts speeding up and you feel like your heart wants to jump out of your body, it feels like that. And what I don't understand is like, this car, this is the long range. This is not even the fast version. And on top of that, that's not even the Model S. I don't know how the Model S is going to feel if this one feels like that. And on top of that, I can get the boost for this car. I think it's like a 2000 upgrade, but I'm not gonna get that right now. And what they were saying is it shaves another second off the 0 to 60 time. So it just, I can't believe how insane this car is. So here it is. So when I first went to the dealership, I inspected pretty much everything in the car. I looked at all the gaps and everything that I saw in videos. Door panels look pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. I didn't see anything out of place. I looked at the trunk gaps from here and on the other side right here, and they looked exactly the same. I didn't see an issue. I looked at the up top from the gaps on this side and the other side. It was fine as well. And the doors and the bumpers, I would say definitely the quality improved from the videos I've been seeing, because I did not spot any issues with this car. However, the outside is great, but the interior, I noticed one problem. So when I was driving on the highway, I hear a bit of a rattle around like right here. This is the back trunk. I was hearing a lot of rattling coming from back there. It sounds like as if something is just banging up against glass, but just very quickly. Imagine if you have a pin and you're very quickly tapping it on glass. So that's what I was hearing from back there. And when I'm driving the car, if you look back this way, I hear the sound exactly coming from right around here. So I already scheduled a service appointment for that issue back there for tomorrow, and I'll let you know what they say about that. And the other issue I noticed, and I don't think this is a big deal, but I will see what they say about it tomorrow, is the gap between this part and the door over here is pretty good. My finger can barely go through, like past my fingernail. And then on the other side though, my whole finger can fit in between the door. So I don't know why there's such a big gap between this door and that part compared to this one, even though I don't really notice a difference on the outside of the car. But on the inside, the gap is pretty significant. But honestly, if they tell me that that's not an issue that they would work on just because it's a very small issue, I honestly wouldn't care, because I hadn't noticed an issue while driving and the doors closed and open perfectly, so it wouldn't be a big deal to me. And if you look from the outside over here, what I was saying is the gap over on this side and the gap over here compared to the other side, right here and right there, is basically almost the same on the other side. So honestly, I don't care about that one. But other than that little issue back there, I would say that the car is amazing. I'm completely satisfied. And we'll see what they say about the rattle issue I was hearing back in the trunk. All right, time to drive it back home and see the charger situation. And maybe I'll have time for another 0 to 60 along the way. It's just so weird how quiet everything is. I don't hear a rumbling engine. I don't feel like my body is shaking a bit just because of the engine shaking inside the car. Okay, maybe not quite 0 to 60, but we'll see. Oh my god! I feel the blood rushing to the back of my head when I do that. And I love just having this view. Like if I'm driving somewhere and I know the way and I don't need the GPS, I love having this view. And I can see everything and there's no blind spot. It makes me a little bit more confident that I'm not gonna get in an accident or that I'm going to be rear-ended or something like that. Alright, so now that I'm home, time to plug it in. I connected just the standard charger that came with it in the car to the outlet in my home. And then all I need to do is just press that button right here once next to it, and it will open up. And then I was told that when it's white, that means it's ready to be charged. When you plug it in, it will flash blue. And once it turns green, that means it's charging. There we go. It's green, so it's charging. And of course, because I have the slow charger, it says it's going to take 12 hours and 15 minutes to get from 61% all the way to 80%, not even 100. So as far as charging, since the charger that came with it is pretty slow, it charges about 3 miles per hour. I did get the NEMA 1450, and that should charge it about 29 miles per hour, but I still need to get an electrician to install an outlet inside, so that way I can actually charge it with it. So until I do that, I'm going to be working with that 3 mile per hour charger. And of course, if I need more charge and this one is not doing enough and maybe I have a long drive or something, there's fast chargers around that I could use until I get this installed. Alright, so the last clip that you just saw when I was outside with the car charger, that was actually a couple of days ago. So far, I'm still waiting on the electrician to come set up my charger. And as far as the appointment that I had with Tesla, so that they would check out the rattling I was hearing back in the trunk, I kind of missed that appointment, so I scheduled another one. And now to address some of the concerns I had at the very beginning of the video. So number one, I was worried about the panel gaps of the car. And after I went there and I looked at the panel gaps, there was no issues whatsoever. So I'd assumed that Tesla probably fixed their issues at the factory, and now the cars come out actually in much better condition than they used to. Or at least that's on the exterior. I don't know so much about the interior since I have a bit of a rattling in the back of my car. But then again, maybe I'm just one of the unlucky few. Two, I was worried about people hating on Tesla. And like I said before, the first time I drove a Tesla was my friend's, and I almost crashed into the back of a truck, because they brake checked us very hard and I had to push the brakes all the way down. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what would have happened if I had crashed my friend's car. Anyway, I stopped in time. And yeah, I was worried that more people would do this to me on the road, especially truck drivers. It's been about a week and I've been driving only this car. And thankfully, I haven't seen anything like that on the road. So yay, fingers crossed that doesn't happen again, knock on wood. What else can I do? So if you're planning on getting a Tesla, or if you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments below. And if you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.